and trying to get the right screen going and that sort of stuff. So we're about 30 minutes, got about 30 minutes uh, late start. Anyway, but I'll go around. In seat 1, you have Joni. Seat 2, you have Billy. Seat 3, you have Jack, the natural. In seat 4, you have Corey. Seat 5, you have Keikoa. As soon as it gets to seat 6, we will see who's sitting there, because I'm not sure who's sitting there tonight. It'll shift here in just a second. There you go. And that's Ruben, and then you have Daryl on the end. We've got 2 or 3 other players still in the tournament. The tournament's getting close to wrapping up. I think they're down to 3 or 4 handed, maybe 5. But then we'll have some players coming in from there. Joni has ace 9. Corey has 5 deuce. Ruben has pocket 4s. Joni flops 2 pair and picks up the early lead. And I think everybody will fold right here. It's a pretty good night here tonight. You can see the chip count right there. Billy has 5,200. Corey has 5,000. Daryl 5. All the way down to 780 in front of Joni, I think. And everybody bought in for a min of 1,000. So that kind of tells you where everybody's at. This was a 1,000 to 5,000 buy-in, is what was the limits were set tonight. It's 10 on the button, round of each. So right now we're on the hold'em hand. And they've been playing for just probably 20, maybe 15 minutes before we got started. Looks like we're going to be on PLO now. I see the button in front of Joni, so we'll start playing a little 4 card. Billy picks up 10-10 deuce 4 and folds it. We're going to have to get somebody to explain to Jack that he needs to. There we go. He got it over his reader, but it needs to do it a little quicker, I guess. This is Jack's first time, I believe, playing on the live stream. Jack's been around a long time. I've played with Jack for, I don't know, 20, 25 years, and he was playing way before that. But he's a pretty solid player. He's going to fold quite a bit tonight. He plays when he's in a hand. He's got something for the most part. Matter of fact, I have a little side bet with Daryl for supper. Nothing too serious. That we usually run about 135 to 138 hands in one of these sessions, and we set the number at 125 hands that Jack would fold, and I took the under, but I'm a little worried about it. So looks like we went to the flop with Keikoa and Ruben. Keikoa's got 2 pair. Ruben just has pocket aces. I don't think Ruben stays with his aces with this board. There's nothing that can help him. Well, I say nothing. He could have caught another ace or something like that, but they're a little too deep in to call 150 right there. I actually had a player tonight. One of the players at the table said he'd like to hear us try to get into the minds of the player and what they're thinking. Well, if you look at this bunch, I'm going to give it a whirl, but I'm not sure I'm going to be close. But it'll be fun to try. We've got Richard dealing. Jack looks down at 8-8-6 deuce. What's he going to do? He folds. Corey raises with ace-10-6-4. Keikoa folds. Ruben folds. Daryl's going to call with ace-10-9-4. Joni's going to call with pocket 5s, a queen and a 6. And Billy in position is going to call with queen-10-9-4. Double suited. Flop comes 3-4-7 with 2 hearts on the board. Nobody picks up a heart draw. Joni flops the straight. Do we have a dial? Corey picks up nut flush draw. Joni's now is still the favorite at 85%. Corey bets 100. Joni's going to call, of course. Billy might call. Nope, he folds. And I don't know what that last card was on the board, but if it wasn't a diamond, then Joni should take this one down. Yep, it must not have been a diamond. Yep, it was another king. Joni picks up a pot of 320. We're on hand number 12 right now. Looks like we have a $20 straddle from Corey. Jack raises with 10-10 king queen. Corey calls. I messed up. Billy 3 bets with ace jack 8-4. I missed that bet. We've got Jack playing a hand. Flop comes 5 deuce deuce. Jack is in the lead with pocket tens. Billy's going to come out fire. Anytime there's a paired board, the first one to bet tends to run them a little bit. And like I say, that's just usually the first one to bet. It's going to get that pot. Okay, Koa looks down at ace, 10, 6. Ruben wakes up with a pretty good hand against aces. 8, 8, 6, 7. Daryl calls with ace, 9, 7, 3. Don't know what Joni has yet. Jack folds. Flop comes 6, 4 queen. Okay, Koa's still in the lead. Joni comes out betting 50. Okay, Koa laid it down right there. Wow. Ruben calls 50. Everybody checks. Corey's going to fire at it. Corey said he was going to fire some bullets tonight, so we'll see what happens. Joni calls the 160. Like I say, still don't know what she has. And a king on the river, if she has a straight, won't change anything. Corey bets 400 at her with a pair of queens. Tony's looking like she's going to lay it. Oh, she's not. She's going to make the call. She calls. If she's got anything better than a pair of queens, she's going to win. Don't know what she had, but it was better than a pair of queens, apparently. Nice call, Joni, whatever that was. There she is. Joni had showed it. King, king, and I missed the last two, but she made a set of kings on the river. Ruben is H976. Darrow, Queen, Queen, 9-7. Definitely calling the pocket queens. He might even throw a little raise in. Looks like he's raising chips. Raises to 30. 7, 8, 8, 10 for Joni. Billy calls with ace, queen, queen. Well, all the queens are gone with ace 5 of diamonds. Corey calls. Keikoa calls. Looks like all the big cards are out. Flop comes 6 deuce king. 2 spades and a club on the board. As you can see, Keikoa is the favorite early. He bet 75. Looks like Darryl put in is that a call? Yeah, he raised it to 300. And Darryl takes it down with a pair of queens. He really took it down with a good bet. That was just knowing his opponent there. He knows that Keikoa plays fairly tight, and he was able to push him around a little bit. Darryl is one of the best at sensing weakness and knowing when to fire and when not to. He really is. At the table, he's a solid. He's probably the most solid player sitting at the table, even though he's running around on that scooter like he's got Hot Wheels. But that's what they've been calling him. He came scooting across the club earlier. Somebody said, "Slow down there, calm down there, Hot Wheels." He had a ladder mishap and really tore up his ankle. So we're glad he's okay. But he's got a little bit of a recovery to get back to walking normal. He's in a boot right now. He's already had a couple surgeries. So like I say, we keep him in our mind, but we still want to take his money when he's on the poker table. And that's not easier, a lot easier said than done. See, there we go. Now the hands are coming along. Daryl 5, 6, 7, 9. Billy 10, Jack, Queen, Deuce. Oh, 7, 7, 8. Aces and kings. Ruben has pocket aces. Corey has pocket kings. And everybody's going to check that board. Uh-oh, straight's there if somebody's got it. Looks like 6, 9. Daryl has that straight. Does anybody have a bigger one? Not yet. Daryl bets 150, and that should be enough to make everybody go away. I don't think Ruben's not going to call Daryl if he bets. Ruben is calling Daryl. Wow. And Daryl picks up the check mark with quads. And Daryl is trying to get into their minds. Daryl's thinking, how much can I put in the middle right now to get Ruben to call? And Ruben knows his aces are no good at this point. Daryl bets 350, and Ruben throws aces in the middle. Okay, there we're seeing the hands. Daryl looks up ace, ace, king, 7. Queen, jack, 9, 5 for Joni. Daryl makes it 50 to go. Corey's going to call with ace, 5, 4 deuce. I don't know if Ruben calls 50 or not. Ruben lays it down. Robin's joining the game. He was one of the ones in the tournament. Flop comes ace, 3, 6 with 2 clubs on the board. Daryl flops the set of aces right there. Corey is open-ended. And Joni, I believe, has a club draw there. Yep, looking at the screen. She has queen, jack of clubs. Daryl raises 225. Corey goes ahead and makes the call, open-ended. And Corey gets there, but it's a club, so that might slow the action down a little bit. Daryl's going to check. If the board pairs, Daryl is the only way he can win. Corey showing Daryl. This is what I had, bud. We're back on the hold'em round. Billy has King Jack. Keikoa raises with Ace Jack to 60. Robin calls 60 with Queen 9 of clubs. Flop comes Ace 8 Jack. Oh. Keiko is going to take that one down. Sorry, I had to get up and shut the door. You could hear what was going on out in the the kitchen area. Okay. Corey folds a 7 deuce off. Keiko will fold the 7-3 suited. Daryl's going to play the Queen 9 off for 30. Joni folds. And Jack folds. I haven't had a chance to ask Charlie, but don't forget about our big series coming up in April. We'll have our West Texas Poker Series, and we're going to have 5 day ones for the main event, $660 event. I want to say it has either I think it's $150,000 guarantee, but I wouldn't be shocked this year if it doesn't double that guarantee. With 5 day ones, it should be something to see, but it should be pretty lucrative. But there's going to be, well, our Texas stack, from what I understand, is going to have 3 day ones in it. So keep an eye out for the schedule. I believe it was finally finalized. They should be posting it here just any day now. And that'll be April the 6th through the 18th, I believe, is the dates that they've chosen. So, like I say, keep an eye on that. Mark your calendars and make your hotel rooms if you're from out of town, reservations, and then come have a blast. So, we hope to see everybody out there anyway. And if you're not doing anything tonight, come on down. There's 2 other cash games going besides this one that are all pretty lucrative, and there's seats open on this one if you want to get in it. They should just be finishing up the tournament. Like I say, they're down to probably 3 now, 2 or 3. I don't think they've chopped anything yet. And we still got a couple players that are coming to get on this table. So the action is everywhere if that's what you're looking for. Daryl raises to 30 with 7-6 of spades. Joni has an ace. She's calling. Billy calls with 9-8. Jack folds. Keiko, of course, folds 7 deuce, and we should be off to the flop. Flop comes 8-7-3 with 2 hearts on the board. Billy has to like that hand. Daryl's going to fire 60 at it. Joni should lay it down. Billy's going to come right along if he doesn't raise him even. Yeah, he raises him. Raises 200, I believe. Yeah, 330. And he's got Daryl in really bad shape right here. I think Daryl will figure that out and just lay it down. Quick look at the chip count. Billy has 5,300. Daryl with 52. Everybody's up but Jack, and Jack's down, looks like, to 865. Robin looks down at Jack 6. Daryl folds the ace deuce. Joni folds. Billy's going to call or raise to 30 with queen 9. Jack folds with ace 6. And Billy takes her down with the little old bet. Second time we've seen queen 9 do that. Daryl did it a couple hands ago. And everybody folds around to Robin gets a pass. Joni has king 7. She'll fold that, I think. They make liars out of us every time we get in the booth. Yeah, she's going to fold. Billy has 9-7. That's the difference right there. Billy will play his 9-7. Keikoa looks down at pocket jacks. It's one of those hands that if you're as a player, we all know you raise to 50, but everybody hates pocket jacks, I think, in the most part. Or for the most part. Robin calls a king 3 because they're pretty. He's just doing a little heart fishing. He picks up top pair though, so he jumps ahead of him. Keiko is going to fire again, just a pretty standard C bet, and he's going to get called for sure. I have no doubt Robin calls him here. He picks up 2 pair. I forgot he had the 3 in his hand. He might even put a little raise on him. Yep, he's going to put a little raise on him right here. Looks like 300 is what he raised him. Yep, took it to 375, and that should be enough to make everybody go away. I don't think Keikoa calls 300 right here. I just don't think he can. Does he believe he has a king or not? He's not even concerned about the 3 or the 5. I think he's just Hollywooding and he's going to have to lay it down. Yeah, like I say, I think that was more, you got me this time, bud, but he knew he was beat. Lori Webb, thank you for watching. Ronnie Newman, thank you for watching. Like I say, y'all are 30 minutes behind us on here, so you'll hear this 30 minutes from now. But I appreciate everybody that watches, and I know we have lots of folks that do, pretty regular. And we definitely appreciate it. And like I say, we're trying to find ways to make it more entertaining and more informative. And, you know, sometimes it's hard to call these old games just because the action is different. But tonight seems to be pretty good. It seems like everybody's willing to put it in for the most part. So Joni has 10, 10, 9, 5 to a king, jack, 8 board. Robin has king, queen, 7, 8. Joni's open-ended. She might make a call here. Looks like he bet 60. And she gets there. It looks like Joni's picked up the check mark already. Yeah, it comes deuce, deuce. I don't know what the action was. I guess it was she called and he checked it to her. She's going to pick it up with the big straight. She shows it and Robin throws it in the middle. There, like I say, you can see the chip counts. Everybody is up. Just a few hands Jack got tied up in. He's down a little bit, 135. But he's the kind of player that in one shot he'll get all that back and more. So he's just waiting on his right spot. I need him to get to playing a few hands so I can stay on that under. I need Daryl to buy supper. Jack looks down at ace, queen, 10, 6. Under the gun. We'll see what happens. Oh, Jack's going to play a hand. There we go. He calls the 10. Corey folds. Keikoa folds. Ruben folds. Robin folds. Daryl folds. They all know if Jack's in the hand. Uh-oh. Joni wakes up with kings. King, king, 6, 5. She raises them. Billy's definitely calling with 2, 3, 4, 8. Jack's going to put a little more money in the pot. We're in a coin toss right here. Flop comes 7, queen, 7. Joni's now a 56% favorite. Jack thinks his queen is still good. He fires out, looks like 80, 85. And Billy should go away. Yeah, Billy goes away right there. Joni's a 2-1 favorite, and looks like she's going to take this pot down. Jack checks. Joni will have to check because of the 7s, and her kings are going to be good. Bart, thank you for watching, sir. The Natural is a playing tonight. Yes, he is. King Jack 8-4. Corey straddles. Oh, he raises. It was a raise. He raised to 20. No, it's a straddle. He straddled that. I forget it shows it as a raise, but it was a live straddle. Joni looks down at ace, queen, 9, deuce. She'll call the 20. Billy raises to 75. No, did he call 20? He's got 3 green chips. Yeah, Billy raises to 75. Jack folds. Billy takes it down with queen, queen, 6-3. He took it down with a good bet. Okay, Keikoa looks down at ace, queen, 9, 9 right here. He's going to raise it quarter, I think. I didn't see him throw anything else out there. Yeah, he raised it to a quarter. Robin calls with something. Queen, Jack, 6-4. Excuse me. Daryl folds. Joni folds. Billy wakes up with pocket kings, 3 bets to 100. Jack folds. Corey with ace, king, jack, 5. Flop comes 8 Jack 3. With 2 spades on the board, Keikoa picks up nut spade draw. Robin's going to fire with 2 pair, bets 300. I don't see Corey staying here with just Jack with an ace kicker. Gut shot. He's got a gut shot straight for the wheel. He's going to fold. I don't know if Keikoa can stay here or not. I think he would have to. Any 10, any spade. 9 would be a scary card. And Robin picks up the check mark with Jacks full of 4s. I can't tell what color those chips are. He bets 500. They were green. I think everybody just lays it down. It's pretty easy lay down for the rest of them. Billy called the 500 and is fixing to find out the bad news. And he's going, ooh, why did I make that call? The $2,600 pot, Robin picks up $1,400 right there. Joni looks down at Queen, Queen, 7, 8. She's going to raise it looks like. Raises to 30. She tried to raise it a little more there. Billy's going to help her out. Looks like he did raise, but I can't tell. Yeah, he 3 bets to 100. Queen, Jack, 6 deuce. Keikoa wakes up with pocket kings and folds them. And if you'll notice, a lot of times I'm just calling the big sides of their hand. That's what people tend to see. Joni flops a set. Billy picks up top pair, or 2 pair. So this one has a chance to be explosive. Looks like Billy bet 200 at her. 150. That call could slow Billy down considerably. Nobody has a heart draw. Check, check. And a 4 on the river gives Joni the check mark. And Billy lays it down. Joni picks up $260. Just like that. Robin folds. Daryl looks at Jack 10-7. He'll probably make it 30. He made us limp, but knowing Daryl, he's going to make it 30 to go. Joni looks down at Ace King 6-4. She's definitely calling the 30. Billy 3-bets again to 100. Corey looks down at Ace King 5 deuce with Ace deuce of spades. Keikoa folds. Ruben folds. And we'll see what Daryl does here. I think Daryl calls pretty easy. And Joni folds. Big fold by Joni. Corey called with the Ace King. I didn't see him call. The camera didn't go to him. Off to the flop. 3-5 Jack. And Daryl picks up a set of jacks.
It's 3-9 Jack.
Oh, well, it said 5 there for a second. Yeah, misread it. I've got the crusher in the booth with me.
Hi, everyone.
Billy calls the 200 with 2 pair. Corey folds. Yep, Corey folded. Daryl gets the check mark. Daryl bets 400 at the pot. Billy's trying to decide if he should come back over the top or just lay it down, but I think he knows Daryl well enough to know that a re-raise here might not get through. He's just going to call him. Daryl's going to show him the bad news and pick up $840.
Sorry if you can hear me chewing. I'm eating a salad. Didn't realize how loud I was.
I have the crusher in here eating a salad, and I can see the meter on the mic bouncing every time she bites down. It's pretty humorous.
Crunchy. Not crunchy, crisp.
That's why I haven't jumped into my salad yet. And yes, folks, I'm eating a salad.
First time for everything. I have to push it 12 minutes after you eat fast.
Are you pushing her? You going to that table?
Mm-hmm.
So we're fixing to see the crusher start crushing souls.
No, I've been nice today. Only busted one person out of the tournament. Haven't felt anybody at the tables.
Well, the night is young. Joni looks at Queen Jack 7-5. Billy raises 50 with Ace Queen 6-3. Jack folds.
Okay, I'm done.
Keikoa calls 3-4-5-7. Flop comes King 10 Ace. Joni flops Broadway. I said King 10 Ace. Comes Ace 10 Ace King.
That's because the cards on the actual table came King 10 Ace.
Oh, did they? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Daryl picks up 2 pair in bad shape. Going to lay it down to Joni's 150 bet. Joni's just cruising right along. She's doubled up so far. A little better than double.
I don't think there's anybody on that table that I just absolutely deal terrible to.
I don't know. I'm not sitting out there.
I deal phenomenally to Robin.
He's been hitting some hands tonight already.
But I think it's just because he bribes me with cakes. Me and Joni kind of have some problems with how I deal to her.
Corey Rogers, thank you for watching. Ken Fraser, thank you for watching. Joni looks down at ace 8-5. Under the gun. We'll see what happens. Jack folds again. We've played 33 hands. Jack's folded 26 of them. Corey calls with ace 8-7 deuce. Ruben folds. Robin calls with 6 deuce 9-10 because they're pretty.
Because they're pretty. That's how I play. This is why I don't play this game.
I've seen some questionable. Joni flops a set again.
Good
She
Lord.
she is just. That's the third or fourth one she's flopped tonight. We've had quads once tonight. Daryl made quads. I had 3 7s on the board, 7 in his hand, and Ruben laid down pocket aces to it.
Wow.
It was in PLO, and yeah, so he would have had 7s full of aces, and Daryl bets on the river, and Ruben lays down aces.
Good fold.
A real good fold. Oh, Corey picks up nut flush draw and a flush draw on the bottom. Boy, this is he's not going anywhere. Joni bets 125. Yeah, he snap calls are in there. And no help on the river.
Nope.
Joni gets the check mark.
Look at her go. Good job, Miss Joni.
He's showing, look at this. I had 2 flush draws and nothing. And the crusher's not even in there yet.
I know. Y'all haven't seen me once tonight.
And Yvonne is anything from the crusher. I actually love when Yvonne sits down because for some reason with her, and I know it's never the dealer's fault, even though we blame everybody.
But all of you blame us.
But we also give credit. When she sits down to deal, I tend to hit cards for some reason.
What about me? When I deal to you?
When you deal, I'm afraid I'm going to lose my house. So when you deal, I usually go to the restroom, go get something to drink, go stub my toe in the door, just something to, take my mind off it. Billy looks down at 8-6, but he's not there. Jack's going to fold. Oh my goodness, he's going to make that's how it is right there. If I say Jack's going to fold, he'll play the hand. So I got him figured out. Well, he looks down at ace queen anyway.
Queen.
Yeah, he's folded like that already.
Really?
In PLO, he's playing pretty tight. And Robin raises to 50 with 4 deuce.
He's trying not to laugh.
Check. Check. Oh, if a 5 comes on the river. Yeah, if a 5 comes on the river, this is going to be brutal. Hey, it's not going to see the river. He's gone. Okay. Jack bets 150 and picks up a $60 win. He needed it because Jack was down a little bit. Not a lot, a couple hundred. But when you only play 6 hands and then you play them poorly.
He'll get it back.
Yeah, if anybody can get it back, Jack can.
Sometimes I want us to be able to rabbit it so that I can see the river card. Like, I know the players probably don't want to sometimes, but I always want to know what's coming.
Yeah, it would be kind of neat if you could. I mean, I don't mind the rabbit. A lot of people hate the rabbit. Jack absolutely hates hunting the rabbit.
I, as the dealer, want to see it.
Anytime you hunt the rabbit, and Jack says, like, you want to see the burn cards too? He says that every time we play. Jack looks down at ace 8 and, of course, folds. Daryl is going to fold 8-9. Robin called with ace 3. Joni's definitely called with queen jack of diamonds. Billy's probably going to raise it. No, yes, he did raise it to 40 with king queen of hearts. 35. Is that 35 or 40?
It's 40. Oh, that was a great chip. It was 60.
It was 60. Oh, horrible. Queen, queen, deuce. Joni's fixing to get hurt. They checked it? No, they didn't check that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir, they did.
Well, Billy said, all right, I got you.
They're being nice.
And it's a chop.
It's a chop. That's what you get for being nice.
Yeah, they're playing. Yeah. Billy's he's gonna powder it, and Joni's gonna say, "I call." It would be pretty awesome if Joni just shipped it right here over the top of him.
I mean.
And Billy's hating that because he had her crushed right there. Crushed.
Oh, Poker's so sick.
Yeah, Basil's sitting in one of the tables. I thought he was going to come play.
He's playing Hold'em tonight. Just straight Hold'em.
I see. Corey looks down at ace-9 and looks like he's picking up raisin chips. He is 60? Is that 35 or 60?
That one looks like 35 this time.
It is 35. I couldn't tell if it's 2 green chips or not. And Daryl calls with 10 jack. Joni's definitely calling with king queen of spades. There's no doubt.
Guaranteed.
And Billy might raise with 10-4 just because.
It's suited.
You never know what Billy's going to do.
No. Can't see Jack's cards.
Jack's playing a hand.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what yet, but still don't know what yet.
3 diamonds on the board. Daryl's the only one with a diamond draw, and he picked up a pair
we
of
don't know what
jacks.
Jack has.
Well, that's
has
true.
Still.
Oh.
Ooh.
Not knowing what Jack has, yeah, Corey bets his 2 aces. And everybody will fold, I think, unless Jack's calling, so Jack's got something. I don't think Jack is used to the card readers yet, because his hands seem to miss or come in late pretty regular. Oh, Jack's pulling out big chips. I see some black ones there. He bets 250.
He showed ace. Looks like 3.
3?
Yeah.
That's chop.
Chop pot.
Ding dang dong! I tell you what, by God dang, I can hear him saying it right now. I just like ding dang dong. If y'all ever watch, what was that show?
I don't know, dude.
Oh yeah, it had the propane guy.
Dad, I'm like 12. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. I can't remember what it is. The guy that sells propane and propane accessories. Well, that's the guy in the alley with him. Ding dang dong. We're going to Boomhauer. That's who.
Oh. Okay.
And we've called Jack Boomhauer for 30 years. So. So the crusher is going to push in. So, yep. So don't break them too bad.
Wish them luck.
Yeah, I'm wishing them luck. So Ruben wakes up with pocket 9s. Joni folds. Oh, Billy wakes up with pocket jacks. Raises to 50. Corey's gonna call with ace 10, guaranteed. Ruben will call with the pocket 9s, and we're off to a flop. And it comes 10 jack 6. Ruben will get away from it. Pretty sure Corey can, but looks like Billy bets 100 right there. Corey's going to call the 100. Ruben goes away pretty easy. And Billy's going to get the check mark with jacks full of sixes. I don't know how much he bet there. That's a good amount. Oh, 250? Is that right? Yep, 250. Corey calls the 250. Billy pulls out a big stack there, and Corey goes away. Bet 650, and he picks up a $450 pot. I'm enjoying tonight's game. There's been plenty of action on this one, and as you can see, the crusher just set down, and so we'll see how many hearts she breaks tonight. She's been known to break one or two, that is for sure. I didn't raise her that way, but somehow, some way, she she figured out how to do this. Ruben calls the 10 with queen 10 of diamonds. Robin folds, Darrell folds. Joni folds, Billy looks down at raises with queen 8. Jack wakes up with pocket 4s and folds. And Corey calls with 10-7 of clubs. Flop comes 5 ace 5. Six on the turn. Billy bets 60. I think everybody goes away. And off to the next hand. Everybody's folding around. Billy calls a 10 with ace 6, raises to 20. Jack folds. And Billy picks up the pot. Well, looks like Dante has just sat down at the table, right next to Keikoa there. He'll be sitting in seat 5. Joni folds. Billy's fixing to raise with ace. Yeah, raise to 25 with ace king of diamonds. Corey's going to call with queen jack of clubs. Dante folds. Keikoa folds. Robin calls with king 3. I don't know why. He already won one. Flop comes out. Ace 5 8. Robin bets 50. Billy's not going anywhere, and Corey gets out of the way. Billy raises and picks up the pot. Joni looks down at Jack 8 under the gun. Don't know what Billy has. She calls the 10. Jack folds. Corey calls with King 3 because they're pretty. Keikoa raises with Queen Jack to 50. Ruben calls a 50 with 5s. Robin 3 bets with queens. And I think everybody's probably fixing to fold it away. Yeah, everybody folds. Robin shows the table as queens. And we should be back to the round of 4 card. Ace 10 7 4 for Billy. Jack's folding. Have no doubt. Don't even know what he has. There they go. Queen 9 6 5 is what he had. Corey calls with 8 9 10 4. Dante folds. Keikoa folds. Robin wakes up with aces. 9 7 of hearts. Flop comes 10 King 3. Billy jumps ahead with the ace 10 in his hand. Well, he didn't jump ahead of the pocket aces, but he did jump ahead on the board. Robin picks up the pot. There you can see the chip counts. Not a whole lot of movement in chips tonight. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot, but I think it's because everybody's playing and all catching cards at the right time. We haven't had any real fireworks yet, but we have had enough action where we have something to call anyway. Jack looks down at King 9 3 4, and they're going in the middle. Corey calls with ace King 10 6. Ruben folded. Robin's calling with ace king or ace queen jack 9. He raises to 40, it looks like. Joni's calling with ace queen 7 4. And Billy calls with 3 4 10 8. Corey also called. Flop comes out 10 7 queen. Joni has the best hand with the ace queen, or I mean the ace 10. I'm sorry, ace queen. Robin bets 75. Joni has 2 pair. And Mikey just walked into the booth.
Hello all. Glad to see we've got some viewers tonight. Quite an action-packed game from what I can tell.
We hadn't had any real explosion. The money's just kind of moving around the table, but yeah, at least there's something every hand.
Yeah, there's a good amount. I mean, like right here, 300 in the middle. Hard to complain.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen too many, like you said, explosions. Usually I can hear them from across the room when something goes off.
Yeah, like I say, there just hadn't been a whole lot of. Corey picks up the check mark. He's going to bet a little, and I don't know if anybody can call him here with the board paired. I don't see Robin or Joni either one calling him here, but I mean they could. But it's.
Joni just might.
She might with two pair. She flopped two pair and had the lead, but that 10, I think that 10 scares her off. But she's made a liar out of me before. She just made a liar out of me.
Wow.
She called.
And you know the lines that Corey takes other times got him that call, I believe. You know,
Without a doubt.
You know, and he'll show up to a showdown with
Air.
minimum, absolute air. But you know that's exactly the time. This is the hand that he sets that up for, and so he makes a nice profit of $570 on that pot. Forgive us for the. But I think Josh has been doing a good job. We have a new action tracker on the tablet.
He's done fine with it tonight.
Perfect.
The only one that I think Jack, being new, misses the mark every once in a while.
And I think that there was a chopped pot not too long ago. Jack, I don't believe his card's red.
Yeah.
But
they eventually did at the end. They both had the ace.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Okay. So yes. So that was a chop.
Yeah, he had ace 3 and Corey had ace 9 and the board was bigger.
Well, cool. I'm glad to see that. At least it gets cleared up. I didn't want any misinformation about any hands out there.
Well, I've got you in here since Charlie's not in here. When are we posting, or do you know when the information is coming out for the series in April?
I've got main dates. We are going from April 6th through April 18th. And that is live, that is announceable. Now, for all the events, I don't have too much information,
I was asked tonight at an 8-year-old's birthday party by some adults if we are going to have the women's tournament in this series this time.
Like I said, I'm not giving away too much right now. I believe that you can expect it, but
okay.
I do want to make sure with my higher-ups before I give out any definites.
Well,
me and Charlie have both been trying to fight for that one because
I assured them that if that happened, they had better show up.
Absolutely. There are only so many beautiful ladies who come out and play poker, so we'd love to have as many as we can in the house.
Yep.
You know, we want to offer plenty of amenities and just a good time for all of them. And what we had talked about doing, which. Like I said, we don't have any definites, but what Charlie and our idea was to get all of because we have plenty of female dealers, give them all the opportunity to go ahead and play in it and an exclusively male dealer clientele. Mm-hmm. So it'd be something fun, turn the tables on their head.
That would be the one event where I would put on a black shirt and deal.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe you, Chris Carter. Well, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that everything's going on and correctly and whatnot. I might get back there and try and fix some of the technical difficulties I can spot.
We really haven't had any.
Awesome.
I mean, we've got everything's well forward on our 3 channels, and like I say, Josh is doing a good job on the iPad.
Awesome.
The only thing we're missing every once in a while, it's like I say, they're missing the reader.
Yes, and he's a lot. Sharper than Chris and I whenever we ask for players to run it on over for us again. You know, run your cards through the reader again for us one more time. Josh, no mercy. He'll just run it again, please. You know, which is what we need. You know.
And what's funny though is it's pretty easy. We're not missing anything with Jack's hands because he's folded. I mean, we've played 35 hands. He's folded 28 of them. You know, so
yeah.
So looking at the board, you see ace 7 deuce has hit the board. Joni picks up a set of 7s. Robin has top pair. Billy has bottom pair.
And there goes Billy with a raise.
And he's fixing to get looked up pretty quick.
Absolutely. But I think he's going to know. Wrong spot.
Yeah, I think so. I think he knows wrong spot. Oh my God! Second night tonight we've had quad 7s.
You're kidding.
Daryl had quad 7s and PLO.
I saw that. I was helping with the action tracking at that point.
Yeah.
Wow. And then of course Joni's got to check that turn to see if she can get any more. And I think we're gonna get to see her hand, see how the table reacts. Oh yeah, just quads.
And
Just quite.
And Ruben actually laid down sevens full of aces in that hand. He had pocket aces and he laid it down. But it's pretty easy. I mean, Daryl and Ruben played together so long. They know
exactly. It's funny, whenever I assumed, he showed he had a 7, which I thought was funny, but whenever he let out for that big bet on the river, Ruben just looks at him and goes, "Really?" Quickly lays his hand down.
Yeah, Ruben won't stay in the fight very long. If Ruben is in the fight, there's a real good chance you're going to lose.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's you just don't pick a fight with Ruben at a poker table, and if he stays all the way to the river,
it's a good chance.
You're in a bind.
Absolutely.
Solid
players all around, really.
I saw Dante sit down, and he got back up. Did another game break open someplace else he wanted to go play in?
I think he was even looking at our Hold'em game because one of them is deep, absolutely massive. So he's just looking to get in the action wherever it's good. And this table's no stranger to it. But,
no, it's not bad. Look at that. Jack just folded pocket kings.
Wow.
To a $50 raise pre-flop.
Wow. Good Lord. If you could, find a tighter player, I'd give you $100.
Ruben would be the next one, but even Ruben won't fold pocket kings right there.
$50. Good night.
Ace 9 10 is the board.
And now there goes Mr. King patting himself on the back.
Yeah, but still you got to take a stab at it.
Absolutely. I mean, or just it's.
Joni picks up 2 pair, 54% favorite. She's in the pot.
Mm-hmm.
Billy bets 200. I don't know. I think Joni calls here.
I think she at least calls. Yeah, there she goes.
And Billy's like, "Dadgummit."
Stepped in it again.
Joni picks up the check mark.
Oh.
Billy's fixing to put a lot of heat on her right here.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, well done.
Yep. I knew that was coming.
Billy was taking back his money he lost in that last one.
And it's funny because I sit here and I'll get silent every once in a while.
Sure.
And it's not because there's not anything to say, it's because I'm a fan. I'm just like, I
Absolutely.
have to stop and watch to see what's happening.
You got to every now and then. You have to.
Well, I try not to, but like I say, there's enough lull in the game when the dealer's shuffling, that kind of stuff, that you can only talk about the series in April so many times. And,
Yes, sir.
I'm fixing to start telling them stories about grandma in between breaks or something like that.
Well, I'm going to get out of here before those stories start coming out.
All
Thank
right,
you always,
thank
Chris.
you. Uh-huh. Robin wakes up calls the 10 with ace, queen, jack, deuce. Daryl raises to 20. No, Robin raised to 20. There we go. I was a little behind Josh is putting it in. That's why it looked like a call. Daryl calls with king, queen, 9, 8. Thank you. We've got Miss Heather bringing me Starbucks. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, here.
And Keikoa calls with ace, ace, 4, deuce with the ace, 4 of diamonds. Flop comes 10, 6, 9. Billy picks up 2 pair. Looks like everybody's going to check it. Yep. 3 on the turn. 3 of spades. Billy's still the favorite. How is Billy? Oh, I guess he's a flush draw. I'm trying to look to see what does Billy have. There's no flush on the board. Joni has the straight. Billy has 3 pair. Corey raises to 540. I believe it is 540. I have no idea what Joni's going to do here, folks. No idea. Joni makes the call. Corey's going, I really didn't want that call. And a 5 doesn't change anything in the hands. Joni gets the check mark. Joni's going to pick up $760 in that pot. That was a pretty good hand right there to watch. It was a good bet by Corey, and Joni just thought through it, and she probably knew she was fading a spade, but yeah, well played, Joni. Joni looks down at 9-7-4 deuce. Should fold. I'm guessing she'll fold. Yeah. Billy folds. Jack with ace, ace, queen 4 is going to throw $10 out there. Ruben with pocket kings. Robin with ace, jack. Might raise it up. He sure does. And Daryl with 7, 9, 10, jack. Plays well against those other hands. Okay, Koa gets out of the way. I think everybody else calls. Yeah, Ruben's going to call. Board comes 5, jack, jack. Daryl bets 310 at the pot. I'm sorry, Robin bet 310 at the pot. Daryl's going to call. I miscalled that one. I think Jack probably lays it down right here. I don't see Jack calling here. Yeah, Jack lays him down. Corey's gone. Ruben's definitely gone. And we're at a coin toss with 2 cards to come. Robin's slightly ahead. King on the turn. Daryl checks. Robin checks. And Robin's going to pick up the check mark. They check, and Robin wins it. Okay, Koa has not made it to showdown yet. Ruben's only made it to 11%. You can see that on the start. I just started from the bottom up. Joni's been to 27% all the way to showdown. That means if she's in a hand, she's going to stay with you. Joni looks at ace 5, 4, 3 under the gun, calls the $10. Billy's going to raise automatically, I think. Yeah, it's got raising chips out there. Yep. Raises to 30. Jack looks at jack, jack, 9, 8. And folds. Everybody else calls the 30 for the most part. Yeah, everybody else called the 30. Here comes the flop. King 9-3 is our flop. Corey's going to bet. He bets 125. And Corey takes it down. So our chip count, Daryl has 5,600, Corey has 45, Billy has 35, Joni has 31, Robin has 3, Keikoa has 1,800, Ruben has 1,200, and Jack has 780. I believe our big winner right now is Joni. So she bought in for 1,000. She's up to 3,100. Billy looks at Queen 8 and folds. Jack folds. Ruben folds. That went kind of fast, kind of weird. It must have been a misdeal. Jack looks down at ace 10, throws a little raise out there, looks like for 40. Nope, 30. Corey calls a 30 with queen 10. Keikoa folds pocket fives. Ruben folds. Robin's definitely calling with 9-10 pretty. Daryl folds. Joni wakes up with pocket 8. She's going to call the 20. And we're going to go to a flop. Flop comes 5, 8, 7. Joni picks up a set of 8s. Robin fires out betting his open-ended. Joni's definitely calling the 125. She might even put a little raise in right here. Looks like she put in some raising chips. Joni raises to 250. I think Robin probably calls the 250. He may make a liar out of me. But you know what it is, Joni. He's like, no, ma'am, I'm going to go ahead and let you have it. So back to our chip counts, you can kind of see, like I say, Joni's got 3,300, bought in for 1,000. I think she's the biggest winner right now. She's up 2,300. I think Robin is right behind her, actually. I think he bought in for 1,000 as well. Jack looks down at 10-4. They're going in the middle. Corey folds his 7-3. Keikoa folds king 8. Ruben folds queen deuce. Robin folds. Joni's going to give him the $10. She's not playing 8-4. Oh, she's going to play it. And then Billy's going to raise her, and she's going to lay it down. Well, she called it with 8-4. Getting a little frisky. And it comes Jack 3-10 with 2 diamonds, and she doesn't stand a chance with that hand with Billy. So Billy made an extra $25 that he shouldn't have. Corey has Jack 9. He'll fold it. Keikoa's, he's going to fold King 6 of hearts. Yeah. Action's on Joni. Billy raises to 20. Jack folds 8-4. And we go to a flop. She makes the call. Flop comes 10, 4, 7. Each of them flop a pair. Joni bets 50. Billy's going to come over the top of her. No, he just called. Just called. I thought he picked up a big set of chips there. Oh, and he picks up the miracle ace to save him. He bets 1 1/4. Joni calls. Jack on the turn. No help. And Joni lays it down. It looks like Darryl left the table. Not sure. But his chips are no longer there, neither is Scooter, so he must have gone to a different game. Robin has ace 7. Billy has ace queen. Flop comes ace 10 6. Joni's in there with queen 9, and I'm not sure what's going on at this point. I was just informed that they're trying to get a Big O game started. 5-card high-low. And if anybody wants to come down and play it, come on. I'm sure that this game will be going shortly. I know that if it's in about 56 minutes, I'll be one of the players in it.
That's also kind of why I came and told you.
Yeah. So Billy gets the check mark, though, with his ace queen against Robin's ace 7, and he'll drag a $360 winner.
Okay, bye.
Bye. You didn't really crush anybody. You had some opportunity, and
It was slow. It just was a bunch of rocks.
It wasn't rocks. You put some cards out there that could have busted.
I gave Joni quads.
Yeah, I saw that. Second set of quad 7s. Second
I know, that's
time
what I
I've had
was
quad
thinking. You
7s.
just told me you had quad 7s in here.
Yeah, Daryl had quad 7s earlier. But Joni's was better. She had 2 7s in her hand. Daryl had 1.
Yeah. It's still pretty epic.
Absolutely. Yeah, go tell Hot Wheels don't go anywhere. And when this is over, we can play
Is
Big
that how I'm
O.
supposed to tell him?
Yeah.
Tell Hot Wheels. That's messed up, man.
Joni looks at queen 9. Billy has 4 deuce of hearts. Calls the 10. Corey folds 10-7. Keikoa checks his 6-3 on the button. And the flop comes 10-8 deuce. Looks like 3 clubs hit the board. No help to anybody, but Billy does pick up a pair of deuces. Joni comes out firing. Oh, there we go. There's the queen. Okay. It was a queen. So I guess the burn card caught the reader because it did come out 10-8 deuce is what it said originally. Joni bets 60 and Billy folds. That's the game. Ship the pot. I did announce it, but we now have Crystal in the box dealing. And there are your chip counts again. You can see, yeah, Joni's still, I think Joni's the big winner tonight right now. Joni has queen 6. She folds, Jack folds. Corey has ace 10 of spades, raises to 75. There we go. Keikoa folds his 9-5. Ruben folds. And Robin folds. Corey picks up $10. Joni folds. Billy raises to 25. Jack looks down at ace 10 and folds. Ruben calls with king jack. And the flop comes 9 queen 5 with 2 spades on the board. And it should go check, check, check. 7 of spades hits the turn. Check, check, check. And a deuce on the river. Corey picks up the check mark with ace king. First one to bet wins. Nobody's going to bet. Now again, there you can see our chip count. Billy's starting to climb back up. Jack looks down at ace, king, jack 3. Billy raises to 20. Jack throws it in the middle. 10-9 deuce deuce. Corey folds. Keikoa folds. Robin calls 20 with 3-4 queen 7. I think Joni calls the other $10 with ace jack 9-5. I don't see her not calling. I am not sure what just happened. It's just Billy and Robin. Board comes 10, queen 8 with 2 diamonds. I guess Joni's in the pot. I have no idea what's going on. Billy bets 100. Joni calls. Good play, Joni. She sensed a little weakness and Billy not really wanting to play, and he lays her down pretty quick. And again, there's our chip count. You can see that one. And Mikey's back.
Hello, hello. Everything going all right?
I guess so.
Good deal.
Jack looks down at Ace Jack 7-4. He'll fold.
Absolutely.
Oh, he's been folding some big hands. Big starters anyway.
Absolutely.
To min raises.
Not surprised.
Keikoa folds Ace King.
Wow. Wow, so they're waiting for some good hands over there.
I don't know what they're looking for. I really don't. I mean, it's funny. Billy is raising with, 9-6, 4-5, 3-betting with that, and we've got guys waking up with Ace King Queen 10 or Ace, and they're laying it down. I understand there's a game of position, but when you're double suited, things like that, you ought to throw an extra $10 out there.
Mm-hmm.
Flop comes Queen 5-8. Robin picks up a set of eights.
Mm-hmm. Looking pretty good, but Billy's going to continue to tell his story.
Sure.
And Robin's going to look him up, no doubt. Billy's got some outs, and that's going to help him.
Yeah, he's got 2 pair, and that's it.
That's about it.
Does a 7 help him? I guess a 7 would give him a
helps
straight. Yeah. 7 would help him a little bit. What would be bad is a 4 or 5 come.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
But, it's the case 5 if it comes. Billy bets 480 right there on that board.
He is not letting up the gas, and we'll see if Robin just calls.
He's picking the wrong guy to do that with, though, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Robin will absolutely look you up.
Mm-hmm. Not afraid. Even if it's just middle set. Well, Billy's story isn't too unbelievable here. He's gonna have to do something on the river.
Oh, he got lucky.
Yeah. The 5 or 4 comes off, and that's all stacks going in.
Yeah. 5 or a 4 comes off, and Robin doubles up.
Mm-hmm. Billy's got his share.
Yeah, 2 pair to a set. Picks up a 750.
Mm-hmm. I was actually on the hunt for Miss Lindsay.
She came in for just a minute.
I figured I was hot on her trail.
Yeah. Is Hot Wheels still out there?
Which one is that?
Daryl. We're calling him Hot Wheels.
Oh, that's
on
great. Oh, poor Daryl. I think he's gone now, but I'll go make sure.
Yeah, he was talking about getting a big O game going again. So
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll see about that.
if he is, they'll send him back here.
I will.
Okay.
No problem.
All right. There's your VPIP. Jack has voluntarily been in a pot 14% to Billy's voluntarily in a pot 65%. That's the difference, and they're sitting side by side, folks. I mean, that's really, really kind of crazy. Corey will fold. Corey should fold King 8-6-3. I don't think he'll play that. No. Keikoa folds pocket jacks. Robin calls with Ace 10 7-4. Joni's going to call with pocket 8s, Queen 6. Billy's going to call with a raise to 50 with 5-6 Queen 9. And Joni calls the 40. And we're at a coin toss just to see what comes out. Deuce 3-7. Joni picks up the flush draw. I think Billy's going to continue right here. He's going to bet 100. Of course, Joni's going to call that on that board with queen high flush draw. 5 comes in. Billy's going to bet again. He bets 300, I bet, if I'm just guessing. 250, 300. 250. Joni's going to call the 250. And the river card is a king. They check. Joni picks up 420. Boy, tonight Joni has Billy's number, that's for sure. She's looked him up several times and she's drug the pot, seems like every time. Except the one time where you got really aggressive with her. But yeah, she's just stacking chips. Keikoa's under the gun. We don't know what he has yet. King Jack 10-3, he'll fold that. He's folded a lot better. In better position. Oh, he calls the 10. He makes a liar out of me. I don't understand it. Ruben calls with Ace King Jack of hearts. Jody's going to call with Ace Queen Jack of diamonds. And Billy raises. Here it comes. Yep, he raises to 50. No questions asked. Jack folds. Everybody called so far. Flop comes 10-9 queen. Ruben flops the straight. Uh-oh, board paired. Keikoa has a set of 10s. And the straight as well. I'm sorry, he has trip 10s. Ace on the river gives Keikoa the check mark. I guess he just knew when to get it in because he's thrown away a lot better hands than he's playing right now. And they go check, check, and he wins 260. There you can see our chip counts again. Don't know what Ruben has, but he calls. Robin folds 8-4-3 deuce. Ruben has ace, ace, king, 6. Billy raises to 40. Jack folds. Keikoa calls with king, jack, jack, 6. Of course, Ruben's going to make the call. I don't see Ruben not calling. And Corey had called with ace, 4, 5, 6. Ruben raises. He 3-bets it. Wow. Everybody called Ruben's 3-bet. And like I said, if Ruben's in a pot, if he stays with you the whole way, you could be in a bind. Billy picks up 3 threes. Ruben bets 800 right there and is going to get looked up pretty quick by Billy. I don't see Billy laying this down. I mean, even though it is Ruben, Billy moves all in for 2,500. Corey's actually thinking about getting in this open-ended. No, he's going to lay it down. Ruben calls. Wow. They run it twice. And Billy's going to take down he's going to win it. He's going to scoop it, running it twice even. That was the first big action flop of the night, really, the way we had that kind of action. Ruben's out. And I believe Joni and Robin are still our big winners for the night. Joni looks down at 9-10 queen of diamonds with the 5 of spades in her hand. She's under the gun. She calls the 10. Billy raises to 40 with 6, 7, 8 jack. Corey calls with 9-10 jack 3. Keikoa wakes up with ace ace deuce deuce. Makes the call. Robin calls with 2, 3 queen 7. We're waiting to see what Joni does, I think. Yeah, Joni's going to make the $30 call. Flop comes 6 jack 3 rainbow. Jacks and 6s for Billy. Jacks and 3s for Corey. And we're now to heads up. 8 on the turn. Corey does have a heart draw. And they check it, and Billy takes it down. Billy's got a straddle on under the gun, it looks like. Jack's gonna fold. Billy looks at 6, 3, 10, 8. Jack folds king, queen, 9 deuce. Keikoa calls with 8, 9 queen jack. Robin calls with pocket 8s.
This is Mike back in the booth. We are switching to straight PLO only, so don't expect any more hold'em hands. We're going to be doing 4 card for the rest of the night.
Trying to see where we're at. I guess Keikoa has jacks full of 9s.
Not bad at all.
Billy picks up straight flush draw and 10 high flush.
9, 7.
Yeah, there's not a lot of help anywhere else. I think Robin and Joni go away.
And it was bet of 55, and Keikoa made it how much to 300?
300, yeah. Now, Mike's back on.
Alrighty.
I would really like to see, I don't know, like the 7 of diamonds pop off.
Oh, you would love to
Just
see
for
it.
fun.
But Billy's not even going to chase nothing down. He's just going to take it, take his losses, and Keiko's going to pick up a little pot there. Well, once again, like I said, we are going to 4-card only for the rest of the stream here. I've been out there running the room, trying to make sure everything's going as smooth as possible. We still got 2 Hold'em games going, so if anybody's interested, come on down. We've got seats open, and everybody is willing to gamble with you. There's one of our tables is quite deep, so if you're looking for some big poker action, Kojak's is always the place. Jack's going to go ahead and limp in, as is Corey. Corey's got a pretty nice hand. Ace, king, 2 6s. King is suited. However, Robin's got pocket kings, so he's going to go ahead and raise it up to 50. It seems like he might not even get some action, but Corey's going to go ahead and splash around with him for a pot. We'll see if anything can develop for him on this flop. He does flop an ace, so that's going to go ahead and give him quite a dominant lead along with the flush draw. So he checks. Robin's going to go ahead and have to check behind. It's not the flop he wanted to see. And hearts are going to develop on the turn, so Corey's going to go ahead and get the check mark right here and now. Going to lead out for $100, and I think that's going to shoo Mr. Robin away. Maybe a flop bet could have induced some more action out of Mr. Robin, but waiting for that flush to hit, not a heart in Robin's hand, that's just going to be a quick fold for him. Looks like now we've got a live straddle. So we'll see if that's going to be driving any action further. Looks like we might have had a misdeal or something of the sort. As it looks like we had some cards come, or at least the reader pick up some cards, but it might have been 2 flipped cards in the same hand, so that's going to dictate an automatic misdeal. Corey's got the queen 8-6-4, not exactly the straddle hand that you want to see, but Keiko's going to limp in, as is Robin, over to Miss Joni, who is going to go ahead, and I'm assuming she's going to at least limp into this pot and check out, see what develops. And Corey's probably going to check his options, so we're going to go straight to a flop. 6 players in this one. Jack 9-5, 2 hearts on the board. That's going to go ahead and put Mr. Jack in the lead with a naked flush draw. 6 hands and not one of them hit very hard at all.
Did I miss anything exciting?
Not too much, not too much. But right here we've got all 6 of them in one pot.
The family pot?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And Billy raised pre-flop, right?
No. It was Corey had a straddle out there, and
Okay.
so everybody just limped it. And I think the strongest
Well, that's probably
hand.
the first pot in the last, I don't know, 30 pots Billy hasn't raised.
I believe you. I believe you. He's trying to drive this action as much as he can, and it's going to be a pair of 5s. Jackson 5s with an ace kicker for Robin is going to get the check mark on
That's
this one.
horrible. You want a $200 pot with a pair of 5s.
That'll do her. That'll do her. You know, sometimes the players don't provide the action. Sometimes the cards don't. because there was a setup for something there, but
Yeah.
nothing developed.
Somebody asked me out there, how's it going on that table? And I said, they're trying to throw chips around. There's been some really strange plays, but we've had one all in, where somebody got busted, and that was Ruben.
Mm-hmm.
And just like I say, it's hard to find things to talk about. Like you say, sometimes the action comes from the players. Sometimes the cards don't even give them a chance to do that.
Absolutely.
You can tell these guys are wanting to step on the gas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Billy especially is wanting to step on the gas.
He's, if and look at Joni, she's gonna limp in and see what develops, even with what most would call some rag cards.
Looks like Billy 3-bet it to 50.
Yeah, he's got a decent hand there.
It doesn't matter. He's going to 3-bet it to whatever every single hand.
I hear you. Corey's gonna come in along with him. Robin's not going anywhere with Ace King.
Yeah, they're all calling.
Absolutely.
You can just say count on that. That's all. 3 diamonds hit the board.
So that's gonna put Mr. Billy in the front, but Corey's not far behind.
Oh, it was 2 diamonds. It's 2 diamonds. Oh, there we go. 3 diamonds. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Billy's got straight flush draw, but he's blocking himself.
Yep. Queen 10, 9, 8.
Yeah.
They're all still in. 120, fold.
Yeah,
fold.
nobody can play on that board.
And Joni will take a bit longer, but those cards going in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Little pop for Billy there.
I walked around the rest of the tables while I was out there. It looks like there's a lot of action.
Absolutely.
But we lost a couple of our big players. I guess they were tired. Daryl's foot might have been hurting. I'm not real sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Looking at the other 5 on the buttons, it seems like there's a lot of action going on for sure.
Absolutely. You'll never miss it here at Kojak's. Once again, thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Back in
All right, we'll see you shortly. So as y'all heard, we're going to straight PLO, and that's what we've been doing. Billy just flops a set of 7s. Keikoa flops top pair, top kicker. Billy bets 30, Keikoa calls. Jack would be pretty ugly here. Deuce on the turn doesn't help anybody. Nobody picks up a heart draw. So depending on what's bet, action will be roughly the same, I would think. Billy bets 100. I don't think Keikoa can call. He might. Thinking that, he's going pair fishing is what he's doing. And Billy picks up quad 7s. That is the 3rd time tonight. 3 times tonight we have had quad 7s. That's crazy. We had another quad at all tonight, and tonight we've had quad 7s 3 times. That's crazy. And if some of you guys can figure out the math, what are the odds we've played 66 hands, in 66 hands, quad 7s, not just quads, but quad 7s coming 3 times. That's an interesting math problem. And I don't even know where to begin to try to solve that math problem. So we've got Billy and Robin heads up. Flop comes 6, Jack, 5. Billy Billy bets, Robin folds. The winner. I'll be right back, folks. I got to run up front. Well, we're going to watch this hand for just a second. Corey wakes up with aces to Billy's raise to 20. We'll see how this hand plays out. He 3-bets it to 60. Robin's going to come along with queen. So, yeah, this one could be a fireworks hand. We're going to hold off and see what happens. I'm fixing to, the reason I'm running up there, I've got to ask the boss. I'm going to try to give away, we got a set of aces and nut diamond draw, but Billy picks up second nut diamond draw. Corey fires out 100. Corey's going to take down the pot. So we missed the fireworks. I'm fixing to go find out if I can give away a couple of hours if somebody can answer a question. I'll be right back. Okay, folks, I have got the approval. Pay attention to what I'm fixing to ask you. It's worth 2 free hours if you get the answer correct. Through the first 67 hands, and you heard me talking about it earlier, through the first 67 hands in PLO, we've had quads 3 times. Okay? All 3 times, it has been quad 7s. What are the odds of quad 7s hitting 3 times in PLO in 67 hands? First one to call in and talk to Charlie or Michael with the correct answer, or text it in or type it in, we'll get 2 free hours from Kojaks. So good luck, because that's a pretty high-end math question. Let's see who can figure that one out. And for the record, 3 out of every 67 hands is not correct. 3 hands in 67 is not correct, or 3 times. was looking up the answer just so you know. That's why it got quiet. Looks like Keikoa picks up the check mark and $280 with the Jack High or Queen High flush. Corey's going to pick up the check mark with Broadway. Yeah, Billy lays it down. Corey picks up $840. So there are your chip counts, folks. You can see where everybody's at. Like I say, Joni and Robin right now seem to be the big winner. I'll have to look. I didn't see Keikoa's or. I think that Corey's back up on the winning side. So Joni looks down at Queen Jack Jack 3. She will call the $10. She might raise, but usually she just calls. She's picking up raising chips. She raised her to 20. Billy 3 bets to 60, I think, with 6689. 3 bets to 90. Apologize. Corey looks down at Ace Queen 7-3 with the Ace Queen of clubs. And everybody called, so away we go. Flop comes 9, King 7. Well, I don't know where we got. There we go. 9, King 7 with 2 clubs on the board. Four on the turn. Robin has no chance to win. And we're still kind of a coin toss of who's going to pull this one off. Open-ended versus flush draw versus a pair of jacks. Corey bets 370. Robin folds. Joni folds. Billy calls. And an ace on the river will give Corey the check mark. Billy bets 1,100 at him. Corey's got two pair. Corey makes the call and picks up an $1,800 pot. I'm sorry, $1,800 profit. It was a $3,300 pot. Or as Charlie would say, 3.3 thousand. So now Corey might have moved into the lead for the big winner for the night. It's going to be close. You can see how aggressive everybody is. Billy's at 57%, Jack's at 13%. Billy raises to 20 with 9, 10, queen, 5. Jack wakes up with pocket jacks and folds. Robin's going to raise it up with ace, king, 4 deuce. He 3-bets to 60. Billy calls, flop comes out, ace, 7 deuce. Robin flops 2 pair. Looks like Billy fires out. Billy bets 100. Robin's not going anywhere. Oh, second ace hits the board. Robin's got a boat. Check, check. Deuce. Robin's got 2 boats. And Robin picks up 160. Three, 4, 7, 8. Billy's got a straddle on. Jack's folding. Cole wakes up with ace, ace, jack, 8. Raises to 50. I bet Robin calls with pocket 9s, king, 10 of hearts. Joni might call the 40, but I doubt it. Yeah, she just puts it in the middle. Billy 3-bets to 210, not realizing he's walking into aces. So we're off to a flop. Flop comes king, king, or queen, queen, king. Keikoa is 98% to win this one. But it's scary when you don't know what the other person's holding. They go check, check. 7 gives Billy 2 pair. And a 9 on the river. Keikoa gets the check mark. Billy bets 1,400, and it'll put Keikoa all in if he makes the call. That's what makes Billy so tough. He puts you in such tight spots. And Keikoa is going to lay it down. Billy picks up 750. Like I say, that's what keeps Billy, makes Billy so tough at the table. He had absolute air, a pair of 7s, 2 pair with the queens, and he still just the courage to just put you to your chips. Looks like Robin raises to 30. Joni wakes up with ace 6-3. Snap calls him. Billy calls with 5-3 jack 9 3 bets to 100. Don't know what Robin has. We'll see what happens here. He calls the 80. Joni's going to call the 80 for sure. Flop comes king 3 deuce. Four on the turn. Robin picks up, bets 330. Joni makes the call, deuce on the river, and Joni gets the check mark. No, Joni still got the lead as far as tonight's big winner. I had to look at the numbers again. She's ahead of Corey by about 600, it looks like. Corey raises to 20 with king 9-6-3. Joni folds. Looks like Billy 3-bets it to 65, 70. And Corey folds, Billy takes it down. We're on our 77th hand of the night. Robin raises with ace, king, jack, 4. Looks like Billy, I'm not sure what Billy did. Raise Billy 3-bets to 40. Jack folds. Corey calls. Flop comes deuce 6-5 with 2 diamonds on the board. Billy bets out and takes down the pot. Crystal flips one of Billy's cards. I'm going to have to give her a hard time about that. She says she never flips cards. No, she doesn't, but... So it looks like Billy is sleeping 40. Joni has 7-7-5-3. Billy raises with 8-5, queen 10 to 90. Jack folds. Keikoa calls with ace, jack, 9, deuce. Robin calls the 90. Joni's going to lay it down. And here comes the flop. King 6 queen with 2 hearts. Keikoa picks up nut flush draw. Oh, never mind, we've got 2 kings. We've got one of the players in here. Corey's in here. How do you feel the game's going tonight? It's like everybody's trying to push chips in, but the cards aren't letting them.
Yeah, the cards aren't really falling to where there's a lot of big pots, where people have like.
Yeah, I think we've only had one all in all night.
Yeah.
That was Ruben, when Ruben got it in with the aces.
Ruben got it in with the aces, and Billy flopped a 3 on him.
Yeah, it's like they're wanting to. Like I say, sometimes the players bring action, but sometimes the cards just won't let them. And you've actually, looks like you had a good swim.
Yeah, I swam out. I was in a pretty big hole for a minute, and then came back out.
I think you're our second place for being up tonight. Joni's in the lead.
Yeah, Joni is crushing. She is soul reading everyone.
But she's only got you. She's only got you by 600, I think. Unless she just, I think 600. Because she's at, well, she started with 1,000. I think she's at 38. And you started with 5,000, right?
No, I'm actually in for 68.
68?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were in for 5.
I'm only up a few hundred.
Oh, then no, she's got you by a lot.
Yeah. I think she's in for 14.
Is she in for 14?
Yeah.
Okay, and Robin is in for about the same. And he's up pretty good then. So you're in third, I guess.
Third. Billy's been pretty active lately. He's pushing the pots around, so
yeah, every
creating
pot.
some more action. Yeah.
Yeah, and he pushed Keikoa off of a pot a minute ago. Looks like we got an all in here.
Oh, where Keikoa had the aces.
Right here. Looks like right now Keikoa just lost a chunk. Yeah, queens and sixes is going to pick up 1,100. Ooh. Hey, Miss Carrie. We've got Miss Carrie, the manager. She walked in. You got to say hi now. I'm going to put you on the spot. She's waving her finger no like she's not going to talk to all you folks.
Hi, y'all.
That's all you had to say.
There you go. Bye.
And then come see, Carrie Shaver Realty. Yeah, it's.
Good luck, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. She's a little radio shy. That was a big old pot Billy just took down.
That was a big pot, yeah. I think Keikoa tried to get him back because he felt like he was bluffed.
He was bluffed on the hand where it was queen, queen, king board.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keikoa had aces. Billy had air. He had a pair of sevens and queens.
Yeah, it felt like it was a bluff. That's what I call it. It felt like it was a bluff. Especially because Keikoa, when he repotted, it was like he for sure had aces is kind of what the table felt, so.
Well, and when he put Keikoa to his chips, I mean, he put
Right.
him all in right
Yeah.
there. It's like, you better be right.
Right.
And what's bad is a queen beats you.
Queen beat you, yeah.
yeah.
Or 10 jack. He was worried
Yeah.
about the 10 jack getting there. Because that's for sure in his range, if he's calling.
Oh, it's and here's the trivia question, by the way. If any of y'all can figure this one out, I put it out already. We've played at the point where we've played 67 hands. Okay, we've had quads 3 times in PLO. All 3 times quad sevens. All 3 times it's been quad sevens.
Wow.
What are the odds of quad sevens hitting in PLO 3 times in 67 hands? The numbers are through the roof.
I wouldn't even know where to start guessing, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, this could be kind of ugly. Ace top pair, top kicker against top 2 pair. Oh, there's the boat. Okay, it got boring again. This is why the cards are not helping at all.
Billy tried to get me off a pot earlier. I rivered an ace. It was just a bad card for him to bluff me.
Yeah, you flopped an ace and then rivered the ace.
I flopped
Oh no,
a
you
seven.
rivered. Yeah.
7, yeah.
2 pair. That was a good call. Because he had air in that hand too.
Yeah.
Absolute air.
I'm gonna get back after this hand. 'Cause
Yeah, as soon as this
we're
hand leaves, then you can
short-handed. I
leave.
think we might have a new player coming in. We have a player wanting to come play.
Well, we're going to be about another 20 minutes anyway in this one, then I'll kill the stream. If you see Charlie or Mikey out there, tell them to come back here. We're still streaming, but we're out of memory on this computer for recording. So we stopped recording at 10:53, but we're still streaming.
Gotcha.
So
I'm gonna leave, right? Is that showdown?
yeah, it's done. You can go. So good luck. Go beat them up.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I think that might be the first legitimate hand Billy's had in a while. But he certainly took it down. And Robin did a good job, getting away from it. Billy picked up $770 in that pot. And Billy is now back up, I believe, to winning. He's up $300. Or as Charlie would say, 5.3 thousand. We got the crusher in for the last little bit of the night. Billy looks down. Billy's not there, and he would definitely have raised this hand. Not that he's not. Oh, he's going to get a chance to look. He's got a straddle on, so he is sitting back down. I would be shocked if he does not raise this hand when it gets to him. Jack looks down at ace, king, queen, deuce. Is he going to play? He's going to play a hand. Jack raises. No, he just called the straddle. That's what he did. Looks like Robin with king 8-8, 3 bets to 90. Joni wakes up with pocket aces right here. Oh, goodness. Ace, 6-7. And Jack folds. For some reason, I like Billy's hand this time. I don't know why. That might be why. Queen, king, 7 comes on the board. Just wrapping him up a little bit. But he does have 2 of his cards. Yeah. He needs a 9 or an ace. He's not wrapped, he's just open-ended. Robin bets 290 and takes the pot down. I guess without a diamond redraw, it's hard to make a call there. Robin's kind of got this little tower thing going on with his chips over there. Jack folds is King Jack 8-4. Robin has Queen Jack 10-7. Flop comes 7-Ace-3. And Billy drags the pot. Corey looks down at, he was the one that was just in the booth with us, at King 10-4 deuce. Keikoa calls with Ace Jack 8 deuce. Ace Jack of diamonds. Robin calls. Joni calls. Billy shoots it up to 85 with Queen 8-6. Flop comes Queen Jack 4 with 2 diamonds on the board. Keikoa picks up nut flush draw, middle pair. Billy flops a set, bets 100. Robin's going to call the 100 with 2 pair. Nope, he didn't call with 2 pair. And the 5 of diamonds hits the board. 10 on the river helps nobody. Hey, Charlie finally made it in here tonight. He's been out there sweating. He's been having to earn his money tonight.
What's going on, peeps?
He's been having a deal tonight. So
Yep.
I walked out there and he was sweating. We're finally starting to see some good action. Billy's starting to push every pot and get. Oh, is that posted now?
It's not posted. It'll be posted tonight about midnight.
The flyer for the tournament.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, we have our tournament series announced. Starting on April the 6th, we will have a PLO event. April the 7th, we will have a 6 max event. April the 8th, we'll have a round of each. April the 9th and 10th, we'll have day 1 for our Texas stack. April the 11th, we'll have day 2, along with our fan famous tag team event. April the 13th, the following Tuesday, we'll have the No Limit Hold'em High Roller $1,200 entry, $1,200 entry.
You missed an important we already talked about tonight on
Yes.
April the 13th also.
Yes,
Yeah.
our second tournament starting at right after our High Roller, we'll have the ladies event, a $400 entry, $460 entry ladies event. Wednesday, we have $920 Big O tournament. On Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the 15th, 16th, and 17th, we have day 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E of our 5 day ones for our $125,000 guaranteed $600 entry main event.
My prediction with 5 day ones is 300,000.
Oh, that would be
I
beautiful.
have no doubt with what I've seen so far. Just in the, we always do our guarantees on the safe side.
Yes.
Guaranteed, no chance this doesn't get to the 125. With 5 day ones, there's no way it doesn't get to close to 300.
And then our final event on the Sunday, April 18th. Not only do we have day 2, if you're not lucky enough to make it to day 2, we have a big bounty tournament, $460 entry, $200 bounty chips.
Awesome. Those are awesome.
So that will be posted here in about 2 hours. As soon as I can get home and get it all together and get it up online, we'll get that all posted up and get everyone excited about that. Hey, look at this. Joni's got a pretty good monster. Ace, queen, jack, 10. Too bad the flop whiffed. 5-3 in Robin's hand. I'm going to say that's the best hand.
Well, did Billy have a heart attack? He's not in this one. Is he? Oh, there he is. He didn't get in this hand.
Corey's sporting some new ink on his left arm.
He is. It's bright and shiny.
Yes, it is.
Well, I'm excited about that tournament.
So Carrie told me to make the flyer pretty and simple. So that's exactly what I did.
That's pretty simple.
Yes.
Self-explanatory. Yeah, it's pretty and simple.
So we're starting to wind down to the end of the night. We've got one more orbit starting right here.
Is that what it is? Okay. And by the way, I wrote it down at 10:53. We ran out of memory on this computer to keep recording, but we're still streaming.
Okay, perfect.
So tell our tech guy he needs to get rid of some memory or buy us some more.
Absolutely. Oh, the Crusher's breaking hearts out there, isn't she?
You know what? She's been kind of bottom out there. Hadn't been any. We've had one all in all night. And it was when Ruben got it in with his aces in PLO. But it's one of those, like Mikey and I were talking about, the players that bring action can't bring action if the cards don't allow it.
No,
and
tonight's been one of those nights.
I mean, it's been okay to watch and it's been okay to call. It's just, you're like, we're fixing to have an explosive hand and then the board will pair.
Oh.
And everybody folds. Or, it's been
Well,
a
look
night
at this.
like that.
Robin picks up a monster. Mm-hmm. Aces with a single suit. We've got ace jack with nothing.
Billy's definitely calling.
10, 9, 7, 6. Straight flush draw pretty much dead there. Kakoa, king, queen, jack, 7.
I do like Corey's hand in this flop, though, compared to, in this
And
board.
I like everybody's hand. So we've got $800 pre-flop. 4 players, $800. Flop comes out. 3 of spades, 4 of clubs, king of spades.
See what I'm talking about, though,
Yeah.
the boards?
Nobody's sitting with spades in their hand. We've got 1 spade nut blocker, but with $800 in the pot, we're liable to see some action. A 5 will give Corey the 7 high straight. And the 4, whoever had 4-3, I didn't see that. Joni, she let it go. We've got a huge bet of $800. Action is now on Keikoa.
Yeah.
I don't see any way he can go. Oh, there's our being a liar again.
Yeah, well, he's kind of pushing on tilt a little bit. Billy bluffed him off a big one, and he realized that he's been bluffed.
All in and a call.
Here we go.
We've got a pot of $3,700.
They better run it twice.
8 of spades on the turn. 10 of diamonds on the river. Second turn. Deuce of clubs and 5 of spades. Robin is going to pick up both pots.
Yep. Yeah, he had him in pretty bad shape.
He had him crushed. Robin's going to pick up both pots. Aces hold up on the top and straight on the bottom. Ace 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Sorry, 2, 3, 4, 5. What was the? Hold on, let me flip over and see that top board real quick.
Well, there's no straight. It just he has aces. Oh, he has a wheel. He makes a wheel.
No. On the bottom board, he made a will.
Yeah, on the top board, it came blank, and
It
his
came
aces-
6-8. Yeah, 6-8.
Yeah, his aces held.
And so that's, ladies and gentlemen, is how we get the chips moving around the table. Updated the chip count. Corey 6,900, Billy 48, Robin's up to 37, Joni 37.
Our 2 winners for the night are Joni and Robin so far.
So far, so good.
Corey's up 100.
Joni's breaking hearts. She's setting up over $2,000. Robin's now got the chip lead as the big winner at
Izzy took the
2450.
lead right there. Okay.
But look at these aggression frequencies. Billy's at 59%.
Yeah.
His VPIP is 73%. That's what makes him so dangerous.
Just where is Jack's? I don't have my glasses
Yeah,
on.
Jack's
so-
gone, so we're not going to be... Oh, no, Jack's still there.
He's still there.
His VPIP is 14%.
Wow. Oh, there it is. VP. I
Yeah.
don't have my glasses on, so wow, 14%. He's actually playing where you're supposed to be, and just, but he has folded some hands that.
Some biggins.
Why? You know, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Why would you fold those? And it's got to the point where before he looks at his cards all night, I'm like, Jack's folding. Don't even know what he has yet. Sure enough, just throws them in the middle.
Billy's going to raise it up to $25 with the nut flush of hearts. Jack 7 following it behind. Actions on Keikoa. He makes the call with King, Queen, 7, 6. Robin's going to make the call with any 2 cards.
Well, we've played about 85 hands. Jack has folded 73 times.
Oh, Lord. Gotta love you some natural.
Oh, but he's just getting blinded away. You know, when he does get into a hand, I mean, you've got Billy and guys like that shoving these big stacks around. And
If you don't hit it, you're pushed out.
yeah, he's calling to hit and missing and folding. And that's what he's been doing all night.
So now we got a couple straight draws out there. King is leading it all right there. We've got a bet of 50 call. Keikoa makes the call. Turn card or river card comes out a 9 to
He makes
complete the
queen
straight.
high. He makes a flush, doesn't he?
Nope, Billy makes the straight jack high.
Oh, good grief. Yeah, I thought that was 2 spades on the board, 3 spades on the board.
I wonder if Billy knows that he's got it. You got to be scared of King Jack right there, though. Keikoa makes the bet. Billy makes the call. He throws the chip over at Keikoa, thinking Keikoa's got King Jack. However, he does not. So the pot's pulled back in and pushed towards Billy. Billy's looking a little stressed tonight with his dress suit unbuttoned.
Yeah, he didn't wear a jacket in either tonight.
No little tie. He was not dressed to impress. I think next week we're going to be having a 5 on the button round of each.
Oh, very cool.
We're going to switch it up just a little bit, get a 5 on the button going.
And I actually forgot to do this tonight, but she'll never see this anyway. But today was my 8-year-old's birthday, Melina, and I've got my green glow-in-the-dark ring on. So, you know, it she gave it to me from her birthday party. And
That's a true dad right there.
she got a trampoline, a big 14-footer today, and we started putting that thing together. I got up a minute ago. I didn't realize how sore I was trying to put that trampoline together. So
The only trampoline I've ever put together in my life will be the only trampoline I ever put together in my life.
it wasn't too bad. But just, you know, trying to get all the pieces and yeah.
My niece and nephew got one for Christmas
Oh,
in 2011 when we had that super winter storm.
oh,
And we put it together because it was from Santa Claus. So we put it together. He delivered it late at night.
Right.
And so about 10 o'clock, after they finally fell asleep and Santa came to visit, we went out back at his house and put that together. And we finished about 4:30 in the morning, numb as can be.
yeah. Like I say, I didn't realize I'd moved as much as I did.
Disaster.
Oh, and I got up a minute ago, and I'm like, oh, I'm stiff. That's why I'm glad I ate a salad tonight. I guess I need to start working out, eating a salad a little more. Look at that. That ace flips on the board, and Robin bets it, and
He wins
just
it.
lays her down. Yeah.
Well, the pot was $250. He wasn't going to get into something he didn't need to.
No. Looks like Billy's down, I believe, $100 right now. If
If he would have called that, he'd have been up 200.
yeah. But yeah, like I say, it's been an okay night. You know, it hasn't been a table full of rocks, but the cards just hadn't allowed them. Jack's folding. Yeah,
And you know, he's not even happy about that fold. He's just take that crap away from me.
but again, out of 87 hands, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 74 times. 74 times in 3 hours.
And how many of those have been cards like that?
They've been way better.
Oh, Jackie Jack.
He's playing so tight right now, and it's not a knock on Jack. It's almost like he's playing on scared money.
Yeah, and he just went down to Houston and tore them up down there.
Yeah, and well, Houston proved to me just how tough our room was, or is.
So that's really funny that you say that, because all the players that have come back went down there and they ran over the fields down there.
I did not.
Well, the cards.
Cash games I did. Games I did.
When you get beat by a set on the river, that's not really getting run over. So
Yeah.
you played very well. You just got beat by the cards.
I can honestly say it was the first series I've ever been in where when my money went in the middle,
It was good.
I was never behind a single time in 5 days.
That's good.
And I can't make it to day 2. It's just like, so, but when we have 11 people in the final field of 1,079 people, and we have 10% of the field on day 2,
Yep.
that tells you how tough our room is.
We went down there with 3% of the field, and
Yes.
10. We qualified 10% of the final day.
Yes, absolutely. And I've said for a long time that here and Lubbock are the toughest poker players in Texas. You get those guys from Lubbock and us down here, and you better be on your A game, or you're going to go home scratching a broke rear end.
Yeah, I'm out here dealing one of the 5 on the button games a while ago, and we had back-to-back pots, 3 pots that were over $3,000
Yeah,
on the 5 on the button table with 5 people at the table.
and you
It
won't
was a
see
bleed over
guys,
table.
and you won't see anybody at that table winning with like 9-4.
No, wow, I saw one of them.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I saw a 10-4. 10-4 pushed $800 pre-flop. 10-4 suited. The flop comes out 10-4 diamonds. Flop comes out 2 diamonds, 6-7. So it was a 2 of diamonds, 6 of diamonds, 7 of clubs. He bets, raise, re-raise. He goes all in, fold, call. This guy flips over pocket kings. Turn card comes out. Sorry, it was 7-8 on the flop.
Mm-hmm.
Turn card comes out 9-jack.
Oh my goodness! And pocket kings got cracked.
And pocket kings got cracked.
What did I send you from Houston
Yeah.
during this live? I will never play pocket kings again. I haven't seen them win in 3 weeks now. And I'm joking when I say that. I'll go broke with them every time. But
So Hunter sits down in the tournament today. He registers and then leaves. Shows up late. Sits down first hand, has aces. Busts Miss Debbie Hinton first hand.
wow.
Flops a set of aces. She had ace king, ace queen.
Hold on, Jack's
Speaking
playing.
of aces,
Jack's
holy
playing.
Jack called a $60 raise.
He's gonna fold those aces.
There is $180 in the pot. Jack is single suited, ace 6 of hearts, and he flops the nut heart draw with pocket aces and a jack 6. Jack.
Jack 6, yeah.
Robin's got Jack 8-7-6. He checks it. Jack's going to throw out a quick pot bet, and just like that hand is Dunsky. Jack's a winner chicken dinner. So,
Okay, sorry, yeah, I just
so
looked up
Hunter
Jack's
sits
playing
down.
a hand.
Jack. Hunter sets down. He looks down at pocket aces. He makes a small raise. Debbie makes a re-raise. She's got ace king, ace queen, something like that. Flop comes out ace king something, and Hunter bets and she pushes all in. Hunter snaps it, and he wins with a set of aces. Very next hand, Hunter has pocket kings against Joni. Busts Joni out of the tournament.
Wow.
Yes, flops a king and busts Joni out of the tournament. So after 2 hands, he's sitting there right at the top.
Wow. When you run good, you run good. It's good to hear Pocket Kings finally won one. Jack folds. Yeah, told you.
All right, you want to start wrapping up in here? Ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, it was a pleasure to get to talk to you. I'm going to let them know that they have...
Look here, Pocket Kings. There's 3 bets it.
Oh, I got to watch this one. Every time. So I'm going to go out there and we're going to give them 2 more hands after this. I'm going to
Okay.
tell them last hand,
Yep.
and we're turning it off, but I'm going to let them play one more, because the last hand after we've turned it off the last 3 weeks has been the biggest hand of the night.
Okay.
Last week we had a $9,000 hand, and we just turned off the camera.
Wow. Wow.
And I can't run in here and turn it back on.
Has anybody, by the way, tried to answer the trivia question yet? 'Cause
I haven't heard anybody.
Okay.
Flop comes out 2, 3, 4. 5, 7 is going to be the leading hand right now by Keikoa. We've got no diamonds in anybody's
Pocket
hand.
Kings are still leading.
Well, lead
yeah.
draw hand.
Yeah.
Now Kings is setting beautiful, a little over 4 to 5 to win.
If somebody bet here. First
Yeah,
one
first
to
to bet,
wins.
first to win. You were true that.
Johnny's
Johnny's going to
got-
win it.
Oh, he called her.
Oh.
She's got to bet on the river to get him to go away then.
She's got to pot it. Check.
And they check.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to head out and
Okay.
let him know. Last hand, but give him 2 more.
I sure will.
Alrighty. Thank you, Chris.
Oh. So I was just called by Charlie when he walked out. He called in here. That's why I had it on mute. We're going to play last hand that we're going to play. Like I said, they're going to play one more. But the last hand is going to be, it's this one right here, is going to be a double board bomb pot PLO hand. This ought to be really, really interesting. So don't know what Jack has, but it looks like a $20 buy. Here's the first board. Here's the second board. I don't know what the second board is. Let me see if I can get to it. There's your board right there. Okay, so the bottom board is, I switched it over a little bit. So the bottom board is 539. Top board is 5 Jack King. You can kind of see what everybody has. Two pair on the top. See a pair of 5s for, well, Corey has 2 pair on the top. Ace of Hearts on the top. Jack has a set of jacks on the top. Robin has a set of 9s on the bottom. He's got quads if you count the 3 in his hand. So a 4 hits the bottom board. 3, 4, 9, 5 is what's on the bottom board. Okay, Koa calls 400. Jack bets 400. Corey calls 400 with 2 pair up top. He's in pretty bad shape up there on the top board. But he's winning the bottom board, it looks like. Unless the bottom board pairs. Jack wins the top board. I believe Corey would win the bottom board. That's what it looks like. Yeah. No. Keikoa wins with 6-7. Yeah, Keikoa was going to win the bottom board with 6-7. Jack bets 115. I'm guessing that's his last 115. I'm not sure. Jack moves all in for 135.